Do you know the difference between a pilot and a co-pilot? So here's a story of what a French co-pilot taught me about decision making. Okay, my name is Gustavo Braga. I'm a translator and a copywriter. Okay, and as I told you, I'm a translator and interpreter. And in the high touristic season in my city, I live in an island called São Luís, Maranhão, Brazil. There are many tourists coming, and not everyone speaks English here, and they need someone to make this communication with the tourist, right? So I either travel with them, or I just do a transfer in, transfer out, which is get them at the airport, take them to the hotel, and then do the opposite on another day. And I was called to do the latter, to do this transfer in, transfer out thing. And I only knew there were two people. I didn't know who they were. I was like picturing a Japanese couple. I really had no idea. So they got me into a van and we got to the airport, and then they arrived. And they were two men. One was shorter and bald, the other one was taller and had a grey hair. And they were completely in white. And then I started realizing they had some details, some adornments on the clothes, and I noticed they were pilots and a pilot and a co-pilot. Okay? They had these thingies on the shoulder. The pilot had it, and they got to the van, and I started talking to them. You know, I didn't just want to be a boring guy next to them. I started a conversation. So I asked where they were coming from, and they told me they were French. They also told me where they were coming from, like right then, but I don't remember now. And a side story here is that it was the first time I had the courage to speaking French to a native for a long time, you know, a native who didn't speak my language. And we spoke in French the whole trip between the airport and the hotel. It was then that I found out I could even work with French now as a translator. And I started talking to the co-pilot. You know, the pilot was on the phone, and asking him many things. And I asked him one thing: what's the difference between a pilot and a co-pilot? And he told me, basically none. There's no difference. He doesn't use this voice, but he told me there's basically no difference. They both know how to control the airplane, they know where the buttons are, and they take turns piloting the aircraft. But the pilot, which by the way earns 3 times more than a co-pilot, makes all the important decisions. That's the difference. That's the difference, and it blew me away. Oh no, so there's a person who does the same job as you do, but he has the responsibility of making important decisions, and that earned him 3 times more than you. I didn't say that, we didn't talk about money, but it was in my head. Crazy, right? And it was only then they realized the real power of decision making, right? The importance of it. It can be the difference between life and death, but it's not only in that case. Oh, if you make important decisions, the aircraft is going to fall and you're going to die. No, every decision is important. Think with me. It's kind of philosophical now, but think with me. There is a timeline, right? And this timeline is a series of events. And in this future series of events, there are events that will happen and events that won't happen. Everything you do, if I move this finger here, this event is now in the future. The future that's going to happen is not the one that doesn't include this finger movement. Is the one that does. And maybe my finger up right here is going to make you remember this video and recommend it to someone else, and this person is going to come and watch it and then hire me as a copywriter, and I'm going to make money and transform other people's lives, and that's a huge impact. But it's not because of that only, but because of physics even, like the butterfly effect, you know that. And in your business, decision making is also essential. You know, you need people to make the decision to buy your product and or buy your service. and once they do, they transform their lives and your life, and that starts a chain of events. So that's the story of how I learned how really important decision making is. I hope you liked it. Like this video and leave your comment below. Share any stories you want to share about the importance of decision making. Thanks for watching. And this is a series of videos, okay, 30 videos in 30 days. And see you tomorrow then. Bye bye.